Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's REKCAH Comics webcast. REKCAH Comics is a Black Hills company. In November of 2021, we released our first prompt zine. And so, if you've never read Prompt, it's a InfoSec zine that John had asked for about 2 years. And so finally, one day I was like, what if we take all these other ideas we have and we put it together in a print magazine that we then send to people for free? And the idea was like fantastic. And so in that, we included an 11-page comic book inside the zine so that way we could start making comics. We worked with Joe Eisma and a new writer. It was her very first gig, and she's like, I can do this. And we're like, okay. And so we told the story of John's mom breaking into a prison, which is a fantastic story. It's in Wired magazine. It's a Darknet Diaries episode. It is wonderful. It is a tearjerker. It is fantastic. And we turned it into a comic book. And it was successful. It was good. The original idea was for us to make comics about hackers telling kind of the stories that we can't tell because we can't talk about our clients, we can't talk about all the things that we do, but we do cool and fun stuff. And so if they did it throughout the characters, then we could meld a bunch of things together and tell fun stories. So after a couple of months seeing if we could do this ourselves, we came to the conclusion that we could not and keep doing the same things that we were doing, like Prompt and some other stuff that we were working on. And so we brought Prana in. And so that's where Adam comes from. So Adam, can you tell me what Prana is, your background, what you've been doing in comics?
My name is Adam Freeman. I've been working in comics one form or another for about 30 years. Worked in a comic book store, then owned a comic book store. In 2018, I decided to open my own shop, a place called Prana Direct Market Solutions. I wanted to build a company that really focused on, sales and marketing, but also, later it really became about, producing comics. It became about every step, operations, production, editorial.
We really wanted to get back to the gist of what if. Whenever you say, what if we have augmented reality? What if we continue down the exact same path for technology that we've been working on? And what is that future going to look like? And what is the impact of that future on individuals? AI is definitely incorporated. It's been turned into a character or characters that are part of this universe.
I hit on the idea of having everybody have sort of personal assistants that are their mediation between the cyberspace and meat space. And so that's fun. So we let the main character as a wolf. And yeah, they're usually animals, but not always.
So we use the company Black Mountain as a security company as the vehicle for this. Yes, I know. I know. Okay. It is what it is, right? But we had to name the company. And they basically break into places, do what hackers do. And we wanted to have a diverse set of skills, right? We wanted to have people that are doing social engineering, physical capabilities. So in the comic, you're going to see them do a hack, and we're going to incorporate that in partnership with MetaCTF. You'll be able to do that hack that was in the comic. So it makes it more realistic and accessible. And that ties in to what we're seeing every single day.
Anthony, walk me through how does this process work as far as an editorial publishing?
Once we get new assets in, the front team will take a look at it, kind of check it against what the initial prompt was. Like, for example, with these pages, we would pull up the script and we'll kind of look at the pages side by side, make sure that everything's kind of tracking. Is this conveying the right thing in this panel? Is there a better way to spotlight something? We deliver those to you guys so that you guys can go through and review as well. After everybody's had a chance to discuss the notes, we go back to the team. At that point, they also will receive those notes and say, yes, we can go ahead and do this, or no, this isn't going to work for this reason or another. If anything's going to be executed, goes back to the team, they do their part, comes back in, and we just kind of repeat until we get everything right.
So Fred writes a script, Adam takes a look at it, sends it to us. Then we have a table read. And so Serena and Deb are there to make sure that we are telling the best story we possibly can. So Serena, can you talk about when you get a chance to read the script?
Yeah, there's definitely some tweaks and things here and there, especially when it comes to the technical part and trying to make it semi-accurate. This is sci-fi, but I produce enough content in this community to know that people are going to be like, yeah.
And Deb, when we're doing these read-throughs, I know that you get, I don't want to get too ahead, but you actually get excited and you start talking Anyway, what's it like for you to do the table reads?
I mean, you just go ahead, tell them what it's like for me. I loved the table read so much. I wish we would have recorded it. It was so much fun. I loved shocking John with my accurate cuss word saying of some of the scenes.
It's so weird. It's
I know.
so weird. We should have had it recorded just for that. I really want to create something that's cool. And that's the number one thing. We always say content community is like the engine that drives things forward, and we can hook stuff onto it. And that's what we're trying to do, is create something that is super, super, super cool. And everything else will follow. And yeah, we're going to keep doing it. And, start coming to conferences here in about a year or so. We're going to have a big old stack of these things at the conference, and we're going to be giving them out to the community just because it's going to be that much fun.
Finally, you can join us on Discord at discord.gg/Reca. You can also back this on Kickstarter for 30 days. If you're watching the recording and it's over, then get ready for the second OGN, which is coming at some point in the future once Fred has figured it out. If you're wondering, like, we are now in the process of doing this again. So take all the things that we just said, and we're now in the process of doing it again. And I am so excited that we get to do it again.